p we are picking, and x dot p is suppose in the current card it is maybe 92. So we are just checking whether 92 is greater than this current value or not in the dictionary. Okay, for the same town. The town should be same because we already have this filter over here. So the town should be same, and we will compare. And if it is greater, then what we will do? We will just change the current value of
Update the value.
Chennai. Yeah, update the value or change it to this value because this is the greater value, and inside it we are just doing that. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let's move to question two. And I think question three is also related to this one. So let's see. Now again we have some pseudocode given over here. It is getting executed on the shopping bills data set, and we have to tell what A will represent at the end of the execution. So we have initialized a dictionary. Now we are checking over here that the shop name is not in D. Okay, so if that is the case, then we are adding the shop name and initializing it with an empty dictionary. Now over
So
here we are
not
writing.
is key. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
So not is key means that the key is not available on the dictionary.
Yeah, it shouldn't be there in the dictionary. If it is there, we will not do the part. Okay, we'll directly
Okay.
move to the for each part.
Okay.
Now, for each item in x dot item list, we are doing this part. Okay, so let's first try to decode what this dictionary will represent or what it will look like. So, first of all, at the top, it will have its shop name, right? Because we are checking whether shop name is in the dictionary or not. So at the top, it will have some shop name. I'm just writing S1. Then we are mapping it with an empty dictionary. So we will again have a dictionary. Now over here, we are saying that we are checking the item, and for that particular shop, we are saying that particular item is present. So suppose you have item one and it is present in shop one. So for this, you are saying true. You will have some other items as well. And those will represent false if they are not there. Okay. So this is the format of the dictionary. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can
If
explain it
that,
again.
yeah. So we have a dictionary D. Here we are checking whether shop name is in the key or not. Okay. So we have some keys and we are checking whether shop name is there or not. If it is not there, we are adding it. Okay. So I'm just adding. Suppose initially the dictionary is empty. So we check and S1 was not there. So we just added it and we have to initialize it with empty dictionary. So let's do that as well. Okay. So this is the current state till this part. Now we are entering the for loop. Now we have a card, right? And in shopping bills card, we had some item list, right? So we had some milk and those kinds of items. So we are checking those items for each item. We are checking whether that particular item is part of D of S1 will give us this, right? And we are then again saying item. So means the format will change to we have some item over here. And by using this, we are trying to access the value over here. Okay. Is it clear now?
So the
That
so the
means they are
first
assigning true.
bucket.
Repeat that.
Are we assigning that it is equals to true or something else?
We are assigning to. We are assigning to. Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Sir, the procedure for each, when we are saying length, meaning number of items.
We are not discussing this part right now. We are just
Okay.
discussing
Okay.
this part. Okay.
Okay.
Any other question related to this
Sir,
dictionary?
the first third bracket to the first third bracket represent the dictionary item. Dictionary
Which
key.
which third bracket
Means
are you talking
is
about?
one third bracket shop name, x dot shop name.
X dot shop name. This one? Line number
Is
8.
the key. Yeah.
Yeah, that is key. Over here you can see.
No. And the
So
second
shop name
one,
is,
second third bracket is representing the another dictionary
yeah,
inside the dictionary. Okay, okay.
yeah, right.
Got it.
And inside that we have item as the key. So I am representing I1. I am using I1 for item. And then we are saying true. Okay.
No,
Is the format clear? What is D?
yes.
Okay. If that is clear, now we have to decode this part. What is happening over here? So we have initialized a variable A that we have to track what is happening with that. And now we are saying for each A in keys of dictionary. So we are talking about each shop, right? Keys of dictionary, that is shop. So we pick the shop and then we are checking whether length of keys of D of A is less than, sorry, is greater than A or not. If that is the case, we are changing the value of it. So what it is basically saying is something, okay, and we have length of keys of A. So just to make things a bit clearer, I'll just switch A to S1, okay, or some shop, let's say S only, okay. Now we have to pick the keys of this. So keys of this is what?
Items.
Items, all the
Item.
items for this particular shop. And we are checking the length. So what does that mean?
Number of
Number
items.
of items.
Number of items for this particular shop. Okay. Now we are checking whether it is greater than A or not. If it is greater, we are just changing the value of it.
So minimum number of items present in the dictionary.
Maximum number of
Is it?
items.
It's maximum, right?
Option here.
Yeah, maximum. Yeah. Okay.
Option A.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Mhm. So could you show other options?
But sir, keys are unique, so number of unique items.
There are 4 options. Someone said option A. So I'm marking it. You have to tell whether it is correct or incorrect.
I think option number B.
Unique items option D.
Because keys are not
Can
duplicate.
it be?
Option D. Option D is saying maximum number of unique item categories. We
But
were
we are not
picking the
discussing
items
about the
directly.
category.
We were picking the item directly, right? So it's incorrect.
So
This one
it
is
can
also
be B because unique items it is written. That's why I'm telling.
okay.
So it can be
And
B.
Option
from code, can you say this is incorrect?
no.
One product can be listed as
But
2.
it is inside a dictionary, so the number of items is always the key inside the shop name dictionary. So items should be in unique.
Yeah. So this part is the main thing. Okay. So suppose we have a bill and milk is twice. Okay. So let's try to see what is happening. So suppose the shop name is S1 again, and because of line number 7 and 8, we are processing this currently. So we added, I'll just write M, and we are saying that this is true. Okay, this part we did. Now we come to this one. Now we are doing the same thing. Will it make any change? This and this is same, right?
Yes.
Now this is saying what? We are just checking whether the item is there or not, right? We are not checking whether it is 2 times, 3 times. We are not doing that. So it will always show unique. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Okay.
So can you tell why not option D be correct?
Option D is talking about item categories, right?
Okay, okay.
We are
So
directly using
because
item.
it is
And
not suitable.
that's clear, right?
Yes, sir.
In other way, can we say that the list contains a duplicate, so the item category is not possible?
Item category, like in the cards, we had categories as well, right? Right?
Yeah,
Milk was in dairy and all those are categories. We are not doing that over here, right?
okay.
Okay, now we created a dictionary in the previous question, dictionary D. We are using the same dictionary. What will item list store at the end of the execution? Oh, let's see. We have initialized item list and then we are creating L. What is L? L is what? Number of?
List of keys of the
Yeah,
dictionary.
sorry. It is keys, not number. Yeah, so it will have some shops, right?
Yes.
Now we are checking for each A in L. We are picking one shop at a time, and then we are doing this. What is M?
List of items, particular.
List of items for a particular shop. Okay. Now we are saying L is equal to rest of L. So
Leaving the first item.
yeah, first item will be removed, and we will have S2 and so on till SN, right? Now we are doing for each B in L again. Now we are checking this. N is what? N is something similar to M, right?
So line number 5, can you discuss once?
5 is what? What is your question?
Rest of L.
Rest of L is basically you will drop the first element from the list and you'll keep the remaining. So that's why S2 to SN.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so in N, we are checking for seconds of.
In the first iteration inside this list, N is basically storing the items for S2. Okay. So whatever items are there in S2, it is tracking that, and M is tracking S1. Okay. Now in line number 8, and 9, we are just picking the items from M and N. We are comparing the items and we are appending.
So that means N is number of items or list of items.
What? N? N is list of items. N and M both are list of items. M is for S1. In the first iteration, it is for S1. Okay. And N is for S2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So in the first
Okay.
iteration, the M is basically the items from shop 1 and N is items from shop 2.
Correct. List of items from shop 1 and shop 2 respectively. Okay. Now over here, we are picking the items from each list. So someone had some items I1, I2, and so on, right? Till IN. And similarly, we had, for this, I'll just use J. Okay. So J1, J2, so on till Jn. Okay. Now we are picking the items. So in the first iteration, we'll compare I1 and J1. If they are equal, we will append I. They are equal, so we can append either of them. So we are appending item to item list, and there we are exiting the loop. Which loop will it exit? This line. We have like 4 loops. Line number
Last
3,
position. Line number 9.
it will exit this loop. So we'll come out of this thing. Okay. And then we will iterate to this one. I2. We'll pick I2. We'll compare all of them. And if again we find same thing, then we will append and exit. Okay. So is it clear what is happening?
That means for each time we are removing one element from the list.
We are not removing anything from this one.
And the line number
Which,
5 L equals to rest of L.
yeah, for the top level thing, we are removing. Correct.
Can you repeat the last part? Uh, from where it loop is performing.
So we have exit loop, right? And if a statement is correct, that means the item picked from this list and the item picked from this list are equal. Then we will add that item to this particular list that we have initialized and exit the loop. Okay. So that is what is written in line number 10, 11, and 12.
And again, from where we start?
I didn't get you. What was your question?
After exiting the loop, from where we start? Uh, line number
Okay.
8 or
We will like after you exit this loop, so this will just exit the closest loop. Okay. The closest loop is this one, J, right?
yeah.
So now we need to continue this loop. So first we process this item. Once we exit using the exit loop, we need to proceed to the next item, which is I2, right? And so on. Clear?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now you have the rough idea. Which option do you think is the correct one? Option A, is it correct?
We are not comparing to all the shops, right? We are comparing on 2 shops.
That you have to check.
I think option
So
B.
yeah, option B. Okay. Anyone else? Any other option do you think is the correct one?
I think option D because it can be common around 3 or 4.
List of items which are common to at least 2 shops. Okay. Uh, for this one, for last one, which line do you think is basically representing that we can have more than two shops as well?
Now, in a second iteration, when we check for S3 and S4 shop, it can be any item which are common in S1 and S2. Na?
Okay. So option D is right.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's proceed then. Any doubt?
Can you explain why option D once again?
So basically, we are talking about at a time we are talking about two lists, right? Two shops, right? Now, suppose you found that item one is present in both. Okay. So this will be appended to this particular list, right? Now, again, you are checking, suppose S3 and S4. You found the same item. Okay. Item one, and it is again common in both. It's already there, right?
Okay.
So minimum is two, but maximum is not given, and we can't interpret. Question number 4, we are using Word's dataset for this one. We have a procedure given, sorry, pseudocode given, and at the end we have to tell what the will represent. So we are initializing dictionary, initializing I over here, and we are basically saying that the length of I is smaller than equal to x dot letter count. So this is the condition for this internal loop. And A, we are saying A is the iterator of x dot word. If A is not inside D, then we are doing this, else we are doing this, and we are implementing it. So this procedure is not very complicated. Can you go through it and tell me what is happening? What will D represent?
All the words and the values, key will be the words and the values will be how many times it is repeated.
Are you sure? Keys will be words and the values will be how many times it is there. Is it correct?
Here, keys are words.
I'm asking. Line number 6, you are saying A is ith
Sir,
letter
I
of X
think
dot word.
A will be, I think A will be the letter of the word.
Correct. A will be the letter of the word, and you are checking in line number 7. You are in line number 7. You are checking whether A is there in dictionary or not. If it is not there, you are saying that I will just add A and assign one to it. Okay. So this is you are doing in case of A if A is not there. If A is there, what you are doing? Suppose the previous value of A was 2. So you are just adding one to it. Is it clear? What is happening in this? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So you can tell me which option is the correct one then. Option A, is it correct or incorrect?
So can you move a little bit down? We can't see option D.
Okay. Option A, it is correct or incorrect?
Yes, sir, it's correct.
I think option A will be the correct. Yeah. It will be correct.
Option B is incorrect because here it is saying
What
words. What about option C?
most frequently, but here is not comparing with that.
Yeah, we are not doing any comparison, so that is also incorrect. This one is also incorrect. So option A is correct and all the others are incorrect. Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
So let's move to the next question then. Now 5 and 6 are related. So we'll go to 5 first. Now we are using library dataset. Okay. And here again we have to tell what D they represent at the end of the execution. So we have initialized an empty dictionary. In line number 4, we are checking whether an author is present in D or not. If the author is present, then we are checking whether the current year value for that particular author is greater than greater than x dot year or not. If that is the case, then we are changing that value to the current value, the current card or row value that we have, and then we have an else part to handle that. So what will D represent? So D is basically some authors. So A1 is there, A2 is there, and so on. Okay. So A1 is there.
Recent, hello,
Yeah, right.
recent author.
Option A.
Map to the year of publication of their latest. Are you sure?
So I think the latest author will be taken because we are comparing the author with the X dot year,
Hmm. Yeah.
and if it is more, then it would be the latest.
So can you move on again? We can't see option
Okay,
D properly.
okay, they are. It would be the oldest, I think, because we are taking the value as different.
This question is not very complicated, so
It will be
you have
option
to
A.
tell me. Option A,
Yes.
latest book.
So I think option D or C.
Option A is not correct because here we are talking about latest book, right? And if you see the comparison, it is saying suppose the previous value in the dictionary was maybe 2000, okay? And now you got a card, and in that the year is 1998, suppose, okay? So this condition is getting satisfied, right? Now in the dictionary, you will use this value instead of this value. True? So you are decreasing the value, so you will get the minimum value. And that minimum
Option
value
D.
is what? Option D or
That
this
means
one?
the first book.
First book, no? This one, first book.
Yes, we are
Any
going
doubt?
back instead of getting forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
the first book, right?
Okay.
I hope this is clear.
Yes.
Okay. So option B is the correct one, and we'll use something like I think the dictionary that we have created in question 6. So remember that we are using the same dictionary, and now we have to tell what A will represent at the end of the execution. The pseudocode is not very complex. So go through the pseudocode and tell me which option do you think is the correct one. So the keys are basically author name. So we have some authors, and the value is first book. their first book. Okay, so I'm not writing because of the space. Yeah.
So option will be B.
Okay. Option B. Why do you think so? Option B.
Again, we are going back across the whole library dataset.
Okay. Over here we are checking D of k is greater than A, and if that is the case, then we are going. Okay. So first
It's
book
option B.
across the library. Any doubt in this one? I hope there are no doubts. Option B. Publication year of the most recent book. First book across the publication year of most recent book.
So how option A?
1 second. Uh, we have to check this. So basically, what is happening is, suppose currently we have for A we have 2000. Okay. Now we are comparing some decay value, and let's take some bigger value. Okay. Now statement 3 or line number 3 will evaluate to true, right? Because A is
Pardon, sir?
smaller than this. Now we have to change the value of A. So A will become 2004. Correct?
Yes.
So the interpretation was incorrect. Okay, our previous interpretation was incorrect. What we treated was what we treated it like was this. Okay, so this was our treatment, but the question is asking for that. So this will basically give you what maximum value you are going upon,
So, so
and
it will give the only the recent book. How can it be? It would give the also the first book of an author.
so that
It will be
part
linked with the
we
first question, previous question.
yeah, from previous
Oh,
question we have already created a dictionary and it stores the author and their
okay.
first book here, right? So from
Oh,
there we are getting that, and this most recent is we misinterpreted this, so it is basically calculating the maximum. Clear?
okay.
So A is the correct one. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, let's move to next question then. Again, 7 and 8 are related. We are using a scores data set now, and we have to tell what CTD of K will represent. So first, we need to see what K is. So line number 4 can easily see that city of D is basically a dictionary, and the key is town city. So I'll just write TC, and it will have some mapping. We will have TC2 and so on. Okay. So this is the top layer format. Then inside that we are checking gender. Okay. So I'm writing the mapping for TC over here. We have gender, and then we are checking whether this particular value is less than 6,000. If that is the case, then we are changing the value of physics. Okay. So this will contain what? Maximum physics marks or minimum physics marks?
Minimum.
So this will contain minimum physics marks. Okay. And I'll just write physics. So this is the mapping. Now we have, these are basically handling the initialization part. If we don't have anything, these are just handling that part. So let's see that as well. Suppose in line number 5, we evaluate whether gender is there or not, and that comes as false. Then we will move to line number 10, and we will do this. So we will just initialize this part with with some physics values. Currently, it is not minimum across the data set, but it is the current minimum. So we are doing that, and then this else is handling your city part. If city is not there in the CTD dictionary, then we will initialize the city, will initialize the gender, and we will restore. Okay. I hope this is clear. So the mapping
Sir,
is, yeah,
sir, in question in line number 6, it is
line
checking,
number.
I think, maximum because the physics marks is greater. It is checking whether the physics is greater than the old physics or old gender, whatever it is.
Correct. If the physics marks is greater, we will just switch the value. Okay, so it is tracking maximum, not minimum. So let me write the dictionary cleanly. So at the top level, we have town and city. Inside that, we have gender, and gender is mapped to
Physics marks.
maximum physics. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the formula. Now it is asking about this, so we will have to tell this part, right? So for a particular K, and that K is a town or city, we have to tell what will be the value. Which one? Option A, is it correct? Is option A correct?
So I think no,
No.
it would be option B maybe.
A dictionary with gender as key map to the highest diploma is stored by that gender in CDK. This seems correct, right?
I think so.
This one is incorrect because it is talking about lowest, and
Yes,
the
that's
last one is also incorrect because it is not
yes.
talking about highest or lowest. So
Comparison.
option B. Okay.
Yes.
Now I think the next question will again be based on CTD. So remember the format. You can proceed. Consider the dictionary CTD created in previous question. What will A and B represent at the end of the execution? Okay. So now we have two variables, A and B, and we are iterating over the keys of the CTD dictionary that we just created. And what were the keys?
Gender.
No, at the top level we had town and city
Oh,
Town
type.
and city.
yeah. Sounds
So I is basically representing some town. Okay. Now we are saying L is equal to keys of city D of I. So what is L? L is a list, and it is storing what?
List of town.
Genders.
Can
Is it
you
clear?
repeat once?
Let me write the dictionary again. So we had at the top level, we had town city. Then town city was mapped to gender, and then gender was mapped to maximum
Max
physics.
physics.
Okay. Now when we
Yes.
do this part, I is clear, right? I is T of C. TC, sorry. Town city, some town city. Now we are saying L is equal to keys of city D of I. So D of I is this.
Gender.
And we are saying keys. So key is what? Gender, right?
Yes.
So L is basically gender. Now in line number 4, we are checking whether first of L is equal to male. Okay. So if that is the case, then we are doing this part, first of L and greater than last of L. What is this part doing? Can anyone tell? What is this trying to
We're
compare?
checking the first maximum marks of the same gender with the uh, last maximum means the old minimum marks of the same gender.
Minimum mark of the
Uh, Checking between the same gender with the minimum marks and maximum marks.
okay. So what will be the length of L and what will be the element?
2.
2. And can I say these will be the element? Mother and
Yes.
sorry,
Pardon?
male and female. Male and female. Correct? It is a list
Sir,
of
can you
genders.
repeat what you have asked?
Line number 5. What is this? What are we trying to evaluate? What are we checking? Which
Okay,
thing is
okay.
greater than which
Male
thing?
and female.
So we have 2 elements, right? And we are in line number 4, we are already checking that the first element is male. That means the second or the last element is female,
Female.
right? Now we are in line number 5, we are checking for a particular city town, i.e., we are checking the marks of males is greater than females or not. Which marks? Physics mark, maximum physics mark, right? Now, if that is the case, we are incrementing A, and inverse of that, we are incrementing B. Is it clear?
So it is written wrong in line number 10.
It is written wrong is line number 10.
No.
Why? It is correct,
No.
right? Else will handle
Yeah,
that
correct,
part.
correct. Yeah, correct.
So, is it clear what is A and what is B?
Yes, sir.
What is A?
Number of male toppers.
Yeah. Number of answers.
Just male topper. Okay, let's go to the option so that you tell the exact thing. I'll clear this. Option A. Option A, is it correct or incorrect?
No, sir.
So why is it incorrect?
It is telling the highest.
The number of cities it is telling.
Number of cities from which a male student has scored the highest physics mark than female student.
But it is inside a particular city we are comparing.
Yeah, inside a particular city we are comparing, and we are comparing whether male's marks is greater than physics. Sorry, male's physics marks is greater than female's physics marks or not, and we are then incrementing this variable. So what will this represent? This will represent number of cities or towns which are satisfying
Male topper.
this particular condition. So option A, is it correct or do you think it's incorrect?
Incorrect.
Okay. What about option B?
It
So
can
option
be
A
correct.
will be correct.
Yeah, you guys are saying option A is incorrect. So option A seems correct too.
But
Yes.
it is stealing the number of cities.
Yeah, so
But we
here,
are working with the genders.
so for suppose you have two cities, okay, Chennai and suppose Bangalore, okay. Now inside these two cities, you had gender,
Yes.
male and female, right? And for this one, you will have male and female, right? Now you are comparing. Suppose male is 98, female is 99 for this one, and for this one, male is maybe 67, and female is
Excuse
let's
me,
say
sir.
6.
We are taking in a particular city, I think.
No, not in this question. In this question, it is just asking what A and B will represent. And here, if you see, we are iterating over the whole thing, right? In the previous question, we had city D, and in bracket, we had A, right?
Yes.
Now we don't have that. So we are iterating over the full dictionary that we created in the previous question. Now this is the format. So from this comparison, we will just compare these two things and then we are incrementing. So for a particular city, we are checking the condition and we are incrementing the value. So at the end of the day, what is we are calculating? What is it which we are calculating? Number of cities, right?
Sir, what is first tell and last tell here?
First is basically the first element of the list. Suppose you have 7, 55, 3, 11. Okay. So first will be 7 for this particular list and last will be 11. Now, in case of a list containing only genders, we will have only two genders, right? Male and
Hmm.
female.
Hmm.
If the first, here we have a filter which is saying if the first of L is male. So
Hmm.
last is female automatically, right? And we are comparing them.
Okay.
Here,
Yeah.
option A, is it correct or incorrect?
Correct, sir.
Correct. It is correct because we are calculating or we are counting the number of cities. A is basically keeping track of male students who have scored highest physics mark. Okay. And B is keeping track of female students. Same condition. Now, B is incorrect. Number of students who have scored more physics marks. This is incorrect because we had a city related filter at the top and then inside that we were doing the filtering and condition check. So this one is in number of cities from which a female student has scored. This is incorrect because A was tracking for male and B was tracking for female. Number of female students who have scored more marks in physics.
That is
This
also the
is
same
again.
problem.
Yeah. So option A is correct and all the other options are correct. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Now we have some pseudocode given over here, and we are using words data set. We are not using the exact words data set that given before. Okay, so we are given some words over here, and we have to interpret it as the format we are using for words data set. So similar to that. So it will have all the fields that we had in the words data set. Now you I am showing the answer. Okay. Now for this one, we have to check this part and then I think tell what is word count. Yeah, what is word. So let's see. We have initialized word count over here. And for these type of questions, you have to identify where the procedure is getting invoked or called, and then you have to decode the procedure and use the value or the intuition behind it, or why is it getting used. So here we have initialized three variables, I, letters, and C. And this is just to iterate over the word, iterate over each character in the word. And C is the current character. If C is vowel, then we are saying letters of C is equal to true. And we are incrementing I. So, and finally, we are just returning keys of length of keys of letters. So, first of all, what will letters represent? Letters is a dictionary. Okay. What are the keys and what are the values? Anyone?
This is vowel as a key.
Key,
You know, the
keys are vowels. Okay. So, E, I, O, U. I'll just write A. And what about value?
true.
True. Okay. Now,
Number of vowel letters in that word.
yeah. So the final thing is that only. So suppose E is A. Okay. So it has only two vowels, right? A and D. So these will be true and these won't appear at all in letters dictionary. Correct? Because we are adding the characters inside an if condition and that if is checking whether C is vowel or not. Okay. And then while adding, we are just saying true false. So C is not a vowel and we don't have any way to insert I, O, and E. Correct? So it will just have this and at the end, we are checking the number of keys.
Number of keys.
The number of keys is for this particular example, it is two, but for other examples, we might have something else. So it is just checking the number of vowels in what we
In
are
that
passing
particular word.
in a particular word. Okay. Now coming back to this part. Now get something X is representing the number of vowels, and we are checking whether that is greater than equal to 2 or not. If that is the case, we are incrementing word count. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
If that is clear, we have this example over here. Sorry, the paragraph over here. Can you count and tell me what will be the answer?
Actually, I didn't get the code.
6.
Can you repeat?
6. Okay. Which words? So C, no
Seashells is
C.
one.
Yeah, this one. Seahorse. Then R,
Again, seashell.
seashell.
Pure.
Sure. Anything else? I think no. Okay. I think there are no more. You can check, but from the current interpretation, it looks it is five, right?
Yes, so it's fine. I mean, Shagat rules.
Yeah. So five we have. Any doubt in this one? If not, I'll move to the next question.
No, sir.
Okay. Let's continue. So again, we are using source data set. We have three variables defined over here, and they are list of the sequence number of students who have scored more than 80 marks in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Okay. At the end of the execution, dictionary AT stores a dictionary with the sequence number of students mapped to the number of students in which the student has scored more than 80 marks. Okay. We have procedure. We have to basically check the procedures that are given in the options and pick the correct one. Is the stem clear? What is the goal for this one? So we basically
Yeah.
have maths, physics, and chemistry. Okay, so three lists are given, and they are storing the sequence number of a student. Suppose student two has scored more than 80 marks in mathematics. So we have that student is stored in this list. Then maybe student 8 has also did the same thing for physics. Suppose 7, 21, and for
Sir,
this one maybe. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, are we storing the values of list of M, P, and C together
Where this
in the
list?
dictionary? Yes,
Okay, in the
no, in
dictionary.
the dictionary.
At the end of the execution, dictionary 80 stores dictionary with the sequence number of students mapped to the number of students in which the subjects in which the student has scored. So it will basically check. Suppose we have a student two. Okay, so we have a student two. So in just this subject, student two has scored more than 80 marks, right? So it will represent. Okay. Now for seven, you can see seven is in both physics and chemistry.
Chem-
So two, something like this. Okay.
So here our key is the number of the sequence number of students.
Yeah, it is sequence number. So sequence number we have represented over here, and then number of subjects in which the student has scored more than 80. So that is the value. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, if that is clear, then here we are using this procedure, and we have to check whether which options are correct, which are options are correctly implementing that procedure. Okay, so we are passing sequence number. Based on that, we have to check it. So option A. Option A is initializing a count variable, and we are checking whether n is member of m or not. M is what? M is this. Over here we have
Yeah.
defined m, maths. Okay, so this is the list that we are talking. So we are checking whether n is present in that particular test or not. If it is present, we are just implementing count. Same thing for physics. Same thing for chemistry, and we are then returning count. Is it correct?
I think it's incorrect.
Why? Why do you think it is incorrect?
Sir, what if a student has scored more in both subjects? Then we will have a double count. So I think it's incorrect.
The goal is we have to create a dictionary. Okay. The key is what? Sequence number of students. And value is what? Number of subjects. So if it is returning, suppose the student has scored more than 80 marks in two subjects and the procedure is returning two, so that is correct, not incorrect.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's correct.
Option A, is it correct or incorrect?
It's correct.
Correct.
Option A is the correct one. And this one is an MSQ, so we will evaluate all the options. What about option B? We have the three things we had in A.
But sir, we have a constant that we can only choose if the student has scored more than 80% in two subjects. So that is the limitation.
Yeah, there are two things actually. The return type is also incorrect, right? One thing that you mentioned that it is filtering out, and the second thing is true false. We don't want true false.
Returning is Boolean value.
Currently, it is returning Boolean, but we want numbers, right? 1, 2, or 3, something like that. Correct?
Yes.
So this one is also incorrect. What about option C?
It is not returning anything actually.
It is not returning. Correct. It is not returning. It is basically not following the format of the procedure, right? So when we define
Yes, it
procedure,
only
we
returns true.
only returns two. It is not returning
If
anything.
my count is greater than equal to 2, then only returns true.
The
But
format is
not the
incorrect. No, you can't use
yes.
that. This is the format to define a procedure. So you have the name of the procedure, then you end it like this. It doesn't have anything like that, right? So this is not a procedure at all. Correct?
Yes.
Same issue with the last one.
Yes, sir.
So option A is the correct one, and all the others are incorrect. I think that's it. Yeah. So that's
So
it
question number
for
3, could you explain once?
question number 3.
6.
Question number 6. Let's get the example first. Let's get the dictionary first. So we had some authors, right?
Yes.
A2, A1. And the mapping was what? First book. Their first book. Correct?
Yes.
Let's go to this part.
Sir, are we going to discuss the practice assignments also?
Practice assignment. This is practice assignment. Week 7.
Sir, the graded ones.
We generally don't do that before the deadline, but like after the deadline, if you have any question, you can ask in the session.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank
Yeah. Now we are checking D of K. Okay. So what will it be? First book, right? Year. Year of first book for a particular author, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now we are comparing it with A. And if it is greater, then we are switching the value of A. So we are decrementing or incrementing. We are incrementing, right? We are checking whether A
Yes,
is,
increment.
Yes, incrementing. Yes.
if it is smaller, then we are switching the value. So that means we are incrementing it. And here from the previous question, we had created the dictionary in such a way that it stores the mapping between the authors and the year of their first book. So this part is coming from that part, previous question, and this one is coming from this question. Is it clear now?
But sir, how two simultaneously can occur?
You have already filtered out and created a data structure, a dictionary, right? And you
Yeah,
are
we are
doing
taking the first book, so first book should be older. So in that case, it should not be the most recent book.
yeah. See, in the previous question, we created this, right? Now, across all the authors we are doing, right? In this question, we are iterating over all the authors. So in the previous question, it
Okay.
just gave us that for a particular author A1, we had some year, maybe 2000. And for A2, maybe we had year 1949, right? But in this question, what we are saying is we will compare across all the authors. So no matter who the author is, we will just check the year and we'll pick the latest one.
Oh,
Got it?
got it. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have some doubt on PA 6 and 5.
PA 6 and 5. Okay, we can open that. Give me 1 second. Let me pull that up. Which question?
Sir, in PA 6, question number 3,
Number six.
I was unable to solve. Question number
Six.
3.
Okay. Let's open in the PDF. That is okay. Okay. So we call two sentences similar if both of them have the same number of words and satisfy the following condition. So one condition is the number of words should be same. Okay. The first condition is this: ith word in the first sentence has the same part of speech as the ith word in the second sentence. So the ith word of the first sentence must be same as the ith word of the second sentence. So that is
Second.
the second condition. A list and B list are the lists that contain the part of speech of words in two sentences, A and B. Okay, we have two lists for part of speech as well. A list is for list A and B for B. Now, is similar is a procedure that we are using to check whether two sentences are similar or not. Okay. Now, this is the procedure, and some part is not there, so we have to figure out that. First of all, this was the thing we had to check, and the second condition is this. So this part is already handled, as you can see over here. It is checking whether a length of A list is equal to length of B list. Okay, if that is the case, if they are not equal, it's returning false. So this part is already handled. Now we just need to handle this part. Okay, that means ith word in the first sentence has the same part of speech as ith word of the second. So
Second.
let's see. Let's see the option. So this one, what do you think about this? Do you think it is the correct one? It is doing the correct thing?
Sir, I'm confused about the C list,
C list.
which is on line number 5.
C list is basically copy of B list. So whatever we had in B list, we are just copying that into C list. Okay. So that the
Sir,
original
one more
list.
question.
Yeah.
One more question that since here written that both if both are similar, then A list and B list contain same part of speech. So they always contain same part of speech because uh, in the first condition it is told that the word should be same.
Number of
So
words should be same,
basically,
right?
is it the same sentence repeated
No, they
twice?
are not same. They are not same. Suppose the Ram is eating mango. Okay. So suppose this is first sentence and second sentence is Sita is dancing. Ram is eating. Let's say till eating. We don't have sentence. They are different
Okay.
sentences, right? But the part of speech, noun, verb, these are all correct. The sentences are different,
Okay.
but the part of speech are same.
So C
And the
list
length
is
is
the
also same.
part of speech of second.
Could you repeat that? What did you say?
I am telling that C list C.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it the list of the parts of speech of the second sentence? Is B.
Yeah. So A list is for first sentence. A list contains the parts of speech of all the words in sentence A. And B list is similarly for B. And we are just making a copy so that if we make some changes in in the list, currently it is B list, and it has some noun, then pronoun, and those kind of things. Okay. Now, if we remove, suppose this element, then we are basically making changes in B list directly, right? We don't want to do that. So what we do is we create another list, C list, and C list is basically equal to B list. So whatever was in B, C list just contains that. And now we will make the modifications in this list, not this list. So this will remain intact, and we can check whatever we were trying to check and get the details. Got it?
Okay. Okay.
So here we are just making a copy, and we'll use C list instead of B list. So here you can see in this option, we are not using B list at all, right? We are using C list
Yes.
and A list. Now, let's take one example so that things become little clearer. And, then we have word. Okay. The length of both A list and C list are same because we already have a filter over here. And if the length were unequal, then we would have just returned false, and we wouldn't have basically executed this part, line number 5 and number. We couldn't have. So over here, what we are doing, we are picking the first element from A list. So first element is N. We picked that. Now we are
Yes.
comparing it with the first element of C list, which
C
is
list.
now.
B
So
list.
they are equal.
Yeah.
They are equal, right? Now
Yeah.
in this function, we are just returning true. If the first element is, if the first elements are same, we are just returning true. Is it correct?
Yes.
It is not, right? We have to check all the part of the speech, right? But currently we are just checking the first one in both, and we are returning.
Okay.
That is incorrect, right?
Yes. And what does the option A, line number 5 represent? Init means
Uh,
the previous one, right? Right.
Init means what? Init means basically you have suppose a list. Okay. So if you do a rest of list, then you will get the last three elements for this particular list. If you do init of list, you will get first three elements. Okay. For this particular list. It is basically if you do init, you will remove the last element. And if you do rest,
Previous one.
you will remove the first one. First element.
Okay.
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 So init removes the last element and rest removes the first element. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this part we don't need to care about right now. But suppose if you had something like P, right? And noun is then this will evaluate to false, and then
Yes.
you will come here, right? But in that case, you want to return false, so this is incorrect.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Why is it incorrect?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about option B?
Body check. Up to line number 3, it is true.
Up to line number 3, it is true, right? What about line number 5?
I am unable to interpret 5.
Okay, let's take the example again. We have these values and this is N. Then we have B. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
in line number 2, we are checking whether the first elements are equal or not. They are equal.
Yeah.
And they are equal. So this is not correct, right?
Yeah. In this example, it is not correct. Yeah.
Okay. Now we are moving to this line directly. So it is what it is doing. It is removing the first element. So now C becomes
PNV.
right. So it becomes
Yes.
now in the second iteration, we will pick the second element from A list. So we pick this. Now here as well, we have moved to the second element. That's what we wanted, right?
Sir, it removes the last element, right? You have removed the first element.
Yeah, it is in it. Sorry, my bad. So it will remove the last element. Okay. I'll remove this one only. Yeah. So it removes the last element. Now we have just these three things, and now we will check this. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is incorrect. Why? Because we compared the first element with first element, and instead of removing this element, we removed the last element, which was not compared at all, right? We want to compare the corresponding element, which is not happening. So that is why
So
this
could
option
you
is.
repeat once
because of internet issue, voice is being cutted.
Okay. So as per the question, we have to check, like suppose if there are 10 elements, okay, in A list
Yeah.
and 10 elements
Yes.
in B list. So we have to check
Yes.
whether the first element is equal to second element, sorry, first element in A list is equal to first element in B list or not. Then we
Okay.
have to check for second, same thing. Second element in A list is equal to second element in B list or not. Same thing we'll do till the 10th element, right?
Yes.
Correct? That is the requirement. But
Yes, sir.
here what we are doing, we had some values NP and V in A, and we had some value in B list, which is equivalent to C list. And from this step, we compared the first element. They are equal, so we won't execute this part. This part won't be executed. We move to this part, right? Now, since
Yes.
we have compared the first element, we should remove the first element, right?
Yes.
But instead of that, we are using init. What does it remove?
The last element.
It will remove the last element, which was not compared at all. We don't want to do that, right?
Okay.
So that is why this is incorrect. Instead of that, instead of init, we should have something like rest,
Rest.
right? Rest would
Yes.
have removed the first element and we would have gotten the remaining thing. Let's see the next one. Okay, next one is doing that. Okay. But there is again one issue. I'll directly point it out. There is a condition in which this particular procedure should return true, right? What is the
Yes.
condition? The number of words should be same and the part of speech of all the corresponding words should be same. That is the condition which should be true for both the lists. In that case, the procedure will return true. Correct?
Yes.
Here,
Yeah.
we are returning false. In option C, if you see, we again have false, but we don't have any true, right? We are not returning true at all.
Yes.
Correct? So that is not happening. So this one is again incorrect. Same thing happens with D as well. D is also returning two false cells. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you see the last option, these things we already checked that these are in place, that we are checking whether any element is not equal to the corresponding element. If that is the case, we are returning false. So that we are doing, and we are reducing the list correctly. So these things are correct. At the end, if we don't return false, we should return true,
True.
right?
Yes.
So that is what is happening over here. At the end of the list, sorry, loop, we are returning true. So
So
that's all.
I think, hello.
Yeah.
I think the return true will be for the last word. Hello.
Not for the
Based
last
on the
word.
last, I am telling
So
that for the last word, it will check whether it is true or false, because at the end it is the pseudocode is being executed and returning true at the
you have
end.
a for loop over here, right? And this for loop is returning what? False. So you will first compare these two elements. They are equal, right? You won't
Yeah.
return anything. Again, you will compare these two. They are also equal. That is
Okay.
fine. Again, you will compare these two. They are also equal. Again, fine, right? Now there
Yeah.
are no elements in the list. No elements in the list, right? So in that
Yes.
case, you have already exhausted all the elements, and none of the elements were non equal, right? All of them were equal. So that means you should return true. So you exhausted all the elements, and the not equal condition was not satisfied. That means all the elements are equal.
Okay.
True?
Yes.
Any other doubt?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Uh, yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I have a doubt in lecture, sir. A lecture's pseudocode. Can I just show it to you, or you will just access the lecture, sir?
Uh, if you have it open, you can maybe share your screen and then I can walk you through it. Is that fine? You're not audible.
Sir, can you see the screen, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. This pseudocode, sir.
So
Sir, it is
in
the
line number,
pseudocode. Yes, sir.
yeah, go ahead. Okay, so in line number 2, we have just initialized this. Okay. In line number 3, we are starting to iterate over the L1 list. Okay. Now in L1 list, we have the first element is what? 1, right?
1. Yes, sir.
We pick that. And y is storing what? Y
The
is
rest of
first of
L2. First of
y,
L2
y.
and Y is first of L2.
First of L2 is 2 itself, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we are changing L2. L2 becomes rest of L2. What is the rest of L2?
5, 8, 11.
5, 8, 11, right? Now
Yes.
we are doing while y less than x. Okay. Y is equal to first of L2 and L2 is this thing.
2.
Yeah, current value is that. Current value is that. Then we have the while loop, right?
Yes, sir.
So it will check what? It will check all the corresponding. The first element we are checking in the while loop condition itself. Then we are changing the value of y by taking it inside the while loop. We have y is equal to first of L2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now then we have L2 is equal to rest of L2. It is again changing L2.
Yes, sir. But the condition will be false, right? Y2 will be 2 and X will be 1.
Correct.
So the condition will be false. So it will return to this statement, right?
Yeah. For this example, it will return to that.
But the answer is not matching. If we enter L1 as this one, L2 as this one, then the answer should be 2, 8. 2 and 8 are the overlapping elements, but the answer is not coming after the execution of the pseudocode, sir.
Uh, have you run this somewhere?
Yes, sir. I have done this. I have checked this, but unable to understand why it is not coming. Either it is a problem in this code. That's why I am asking you this. Can you just please look in your mind also? I know the logic wise cursor. Can you just check in your mind, sir?
Yeah, 1 second. It is checking for the corresponding elements. This is correct. The procedure is correct.
Procedure is correct, sir. Sir, but
Yeah.
first it will store 2 and 2 is less than 1. It will be false, right?
Correct.
Then it will go to this statement and it will also be false.
Correct.
Then again for each x in L1, it will store 2.
Correct.
Y will be 5.
Y will be first
5,
of
right?
L2.
First of L2. Here we have changed.
Yeah, we are changing that L2, and in the like if you proceed with the lecture, okay, you will see that sir will mention that this is a side effect and we are changing L2 itself, okay. And if you move forward, I think in the next slide you will see that instead of using L2 itself, sir will use something like my L2 or something like that. So this similar thing I just explained in the previous example, B list and C list is changing it, right? Instead of using the L2 directly, is creating a copy of L2, storing it in another variable, which is my L2, and then he is uh, doing the operations on my L2 instead of L2.
Okay,
Got
okay.
it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other doubt?
But sir, still it
Yes.
will be the same only, right? The code is same only, right? Here the logic part is same only. If we will if we will iterate through the same numbers, it will just come like the same, right?
Yeah. So instead of having my L2 is equal to L2 before the for loop, it should be inside the for loop. Okay.
Which one, sir? This one.
Yeah. Line number 2.
It should be inside the follow, like it should be shifted to line number 4.
Yeah. If you do
Acha, then
that, what will happen is after each iteration, you will just make a copy and then go through. So M2, my L2 will basically get initialized in every iteration. That solves your problem, right?
Just a second, sir. I will just check it.
Okay.
You can stop. Yeah. Any other question?
No, sir. This one was my question. So this my L2 equal L2 will come inside this for loop, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other question?
Yes, sir. PA5, could you please open?
A5. Okay.
Question number 5, could you go through one?
PA5 question number 5, right?
Yeah. I think the question options are wrong.
Okay. Latest sentence is said to be ideal if it has at least one word and exactly one word. Not exactly one pronoun, but exactly one word and exactly one word, or exactly one pronoun. Okay.
Sir,
Following
I think
protocol.
my question is different from yours.
Is it?
No, sir, not some question. Sir, wait, I am opening my portal. If it possible, I will share.
Yeah, sure.
Can I?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, sir, wait for one. Maybe I am wrong with the PA section.
Am I audible? Yes, you are audible. Hmm. Some have been affected by floods. So because of the power cuts.
Your voice is breaking. Is it just for me or everyone?
Is I audible now?
Yes, you're audible.
Hello.
Yeah, you're audible.
Completed the power.
I'm not able to hear you. Your voice is breaking in between. Can you type?
I am currently in the portal.
You can
Can I
share
share?
your screen. Yeah.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah. This is the same question, no? I was showing the
No,
same
sir,
thing.
but the pseudocode is different. See here.
Pseudocode is different. Let me check once. I think it is correct. Can you go to line number 16 in the pseudocode?
Yes, sir. Part of speech
Okay.
pronoun.
Yeah, it's the student, I think. We might need to check what is happening, why the PDFs and they are not synced. Okay. Uh, can you maybe write an email regarding this?
To you.
Yeah, you can tag me in the email.
So, sir, can you provide your mail, please?
Email ID. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And in the next session, if there is an issue, we'll fix it and we can discuss them. Okay. And if there is no issue, then also we can discuss it. Just let me know.
Okay, sir.
I've dropped my email ID.
So for now, I will leave it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir. Then question number 7 and 8.
7 and 8.
There is no
Okay.
error, but I am unable to do the question.
The following pseudocode is executed using the scores dataset. Let deletes the row of table with sequence numbers set. What will marks list represent at the end of pseudocode? Number 7. Okay, question number 7 is, I think, same in the PDF as well. So let me share my screen because it is.
Okay, sir. And one more question, question number 8. You look into this, whether it was in the PDF or not. Then I will stop sharing.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, this is also there.
Okay. I'm stopping the sharing.
Sure. Number 7. Okay, so consider the procedure find top mentioned in question number 6. Okay, given the procedure is at the end of the execution of given pseudocode, choose the correct options. Find top is basically seeking for x dot dot total greater than max. Max will change, so it is scoring the maximum total and top, and it is returning top. Okay, the maximum marks and sequence number. Okay, so consider the
So
procedure find top.
topper is the list of the topper card ID and topper marks.
Yeah, sequence number and the maximum marks.
Yes.
The following pseudocode is executed using the scores dataset. Let remove row deletes the row of table with sequence number Z. What will marks list represent at the end of the execution of given? Okay. So find top will give us the sequence number and that, and cost of topper we are picking and we are removing it. Okay, marks list plus we are appending the topper. Okay, what's the issue in this one?
I am unable to solve it.
So is the
I have understood
question
the.
clear?
Hello.
Is the question clear? What is happening?
Yeah.
So
Question is clear.
we
But
have some
since
sequence.
in line number 4 and line number 5, since in line number 3 it is written topper, I have understood that part in line number 3. But in line number 4, it is showing remove row.
Yeah.
So in line number 5, how can we take or whether I want to know in line number 5 whether we are taking the table after removing the row or before removing the row.
So you have to execute the lines in sequence. So first you will store the topper. Okay.
Yes.
So suppose the sequence number is maybe 3 and maximum marks is maybe 98. Okay. So this is your current topper. Then you remove that row in line number 4. Now in line number 5, what you are doing, you already have stored this value, right? Topper you have already stored and you are just appending that topper to marks list. Got it?
So we are basically taking the 98 into the marks list.
Not just 98. Whole thing.
But here written the remove row table 1
That
of
will
topper.
basically. So for that we need this, right? Row number. For that we need row number. But while appending over here, we are using topper directly. We are not using for first of topper, right?
Yeah.
So topper is what? Topper is this whole thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now once we append this, then we will start the next iteration. In the next iteration, we will again find the topper, right? The table is modified now, correct?
Yeah. Except
Now,
398. Hello.
yeah, what did you say?
Except 398.
We removed row number
3,98.
we removed row number 3 in line number 5. So see what is happening. we pick the topper. Okay. Same example. We had 3 and 98. Then we had some rows in the table, right? Suppose this is the third row. From line number 4, we remove that row from the table itself. Marks list, let's store it over here. It is storing 3 comma 98 because of line number 5, right? In the next iteration, this row is not there at all. Now we only have these rows. Okay.
Okay.
Now based on these 5 rows, we will calculate the topper.
With the topper.
And we will get the topper. Again, we will remove the topper, store it in list, and yeah, that's all. So we have to
So marks
tell what.
list is the
Yeah, go ahead. Marks list is what?
I'm telling you, marks list is the list of the topper with their card ID and their marks
In descending
which they
order.
have got. Yeah.
In descending order, right?
Yes.
Option C.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Any other doubt? I think you were asking 8 as well.
Yes.
Okay, so consider the marks list created in previous question. What will top list represent at the end of the execution? So marks list we created. It was sequence number and marks in descending order. Topper marks basically. Now we have to check top list. We have initialized 2 variables. Now we are saying max is equal to last of first of this. What will last of first of max marks will be? Marks list will be.
Marks.
So it
Only
will
marks.
be 98?
Yeah.
It will be 98. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now for each pair in marks list, we are checking if last pair not equal to max. Last of pair. So each pair, we are picking the pair. So pair is this only. Okay.
Yes.
And we are checking whether last of this particular list, internal list, is equal to max or not. Okay. So 98. If it is not equal, then we are saying max is equal to last of pair. Okay.
Okay.
And we are incrementing the counter. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, if the counter is less than 4, then we are adding first of pair to top list. So what will top list represent?
First pair means it would be the list number, I think, or the max. No.
List number of what?
Marks.
You sure about that?
Is the minimum mark? I'm confused.
So let's try to go through it once again. Max is what? Max is 98 from the previous example.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now we are picking one pair at a time. Suppose let's take some example. 398. This was the first element. Then maybe 275. This is in descending order. You have to keep this in mind. Okay. 13 maybe. 13 is maybe 68. And okay. So these are the 3 elements. Now we pick the first one. Okay. In the first iteration, we pick the first one and we are doing last of pair. So that will give us 98.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now this part will be skipped. Why? They are equal, right? Last of pair and current max. They are equal.
Okay. Okay.
So we will skip
Yes.
that into this part. We'll check whether counter is less than 4 or not. It is, right? Currently counter is what? Counter is
Yeah, one.
1. So it is less
Yes.
than 4. So we will
Yes.
append,
Top list.
right? First of pair
Yeah.
is what? 3,
390.
not 390.
Oh, first of pair. Yeah, 3.
It's 3 only, right?
Yeah.
So we will
Yes.
append 3 to top list
Yes.
and then we will move to next pair, right?
Yes.
We will do the same thing.
Yes. Then 2 will come like this.
Now they are not equal. 75
Yes.
and 98. They are not equal.
Not equal. Yes. Counter
Max
will be
will
incremented.
change. Counter will increment,
Yeah.
right? And so on.
Yes.
You have to continue. Got it?
Yes.
So the idea is that only. And now just take an example with 3-4 elements and try to iterate. You'll get the answer.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have
Thank you, sir.
any other doubt?
No. Sir. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So if there are no doubts, then
Sir, can you check the chat?
okay, I can. And fill up my foundation registration due to power cut in my area. Can you write to support? This is technical, so you'll have to
Yes,
write
sir.
to support. And
I will do, sir. By today night, I will do it.
no, not you. I think who has sent something.
So
Navjeet.
question number 6 you are telling, right? In PA.
No. Navjeet has sent something related to foundation registration, so I am answering to him. So please write to support. So registration and all they will handle. So you can write and let them know. They will handle it. Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. Any other doubt? Okay. So I'll close the session and next week we will most probably discuss week 8 practice assignment. So in the meantime, please make sure you go through all the lectures. Okay. Thank you.